50 years of an emergent European and Mediterranean city. 1565. The Knights of the Order of St. John and the Maltese people broke a siege by the mighty Ottoman Armada, heavily outnumbered and against all odds. Their victory reverberated throughout Christian Europe and finally put Malta on the map. Although the Knights of St. John had carried the day, the Ottomans were still a clear and present danger. It was decided that a fortified city should rise over Mount Shiberas, facing Birgu and Fort St. Angelo. The area was 3 times the size of Birgu. Grand Master Jean de Valletta, the hero of the Great Siege of Malta, dreamed of a city that was to become the new convent for the Knights of St. John and an impregnable fortress to keep out the infidels. Work started in earnest. Within 15 weeks of the lifting of the Great Siege, Italian architect Francesco Laparelli was brought over to design the new city. He presented the first design proposal within a week. Laparelli proposed a city with a grid design. 29th of March 1566. It was to be the dawn of a new era. Within the foundation stone, the knights placed a number of gold coins, specially minted for the occasion. On them was the inscription Merita Renascens, Malta Reborn. It was a new beginning. Valletta's fortifications were built in record time. 4,000 workmen toiled to build 3 kilometers of ramparts within 7 years. Some fortifications were built, others were dug into live rock. These fortifications made Valletta impregnable. Ironically, in 1799, when Napoleon Bonaparte landed on the shores of Valletta, no one offered resistance. However, when the French were blockaded within the city a few months later, it took the Maltese insurgents on land and the British by sea 2 whole years to coerce them to surrender. Started being built to strict specifications. They had to have water systems, a well-designed drainage system, and had to be built exactly in line with the streets to make it impossible for the enemy to hide in case of attack. Construction had to be completed within 6 months of the acquisition of the site. The knights also made sure that spiritual needs were met. They built a church every 4 blocks. In August 1570, Maltese architect Girolamo Cassar was entrusted with the buildings of the Order of St. John. Cassar's legacy include the magisterial palace, the conventual church of St. John's, the auberge of the different longs of the order, windmills, bakeries and churches. Valletta is a city marked by some of the best masters of Baroque art and architecture. The most famous of all, the master of chiaroscuro, Michelangelo Merisi da Caravaggio. Valletta also houses the most extensive list of works by painter Mattia Preti. The age of Baroque is past, but Valletta still bears the marks of Baroque culture in celebration, the traditional festa, carnival, and the flamboyant manner of its people. Valletta was a rich and thriving city through the enterprising and fearless Corsairs, sailing the high seas in search of Ottoman vessels laden with money, bounty, and potential slaves. Through most of its existence, Valletta's main entrance was by sea, through the Porta del Monte, today Victoria Gate. Buildings bear witness to port life, customs house, quarantine blocks, shops, and warehouses. Valletta was always a mini-Europe. The knights hailed from European aristocracies. Its port was a hub for slaves, merchants, soldiers, and visitors from around Europe, the Mediterranean, and beyond. Valletta's stone and mortar narrate a story of extremes: the rulers and the ruled, princes and paupers, the saints and the brigands, from the palaces of the wealthy to the steps where the beggars tugged at visitors' heartstrings, begging food and alms with a corrupt jumble of German, Italian, and English. Nix mangiare. Malta's political, legal, social, educational, and cultural history has Valletta written all over it. It was the seat of government for the Grand Masters, Napoleon Bonaparte, the British governors, and the President of Malta. Each era left its indelible footprint on Valletta, from Baroque to neoclassical to postmodern and contemporary, from Girolamo Cosar to Stefano Itara to William Scamp to Renzo Piano. Valletta is a city of ages. Valletta has always been a city of contrasts, light and shadow, devotion and superstition, shops and churches, monasteries and bars, from Baroque celebrations to jazz in Strada Stretta. The sound of noise and the sound of silence. The proud and patient ramparts still stand today. More was done to these beautiful fortifications by progress than by heavy and incessant World War II bombing. A war that not only affected Valletta's walls, but changed its social fabric forever. The fortifications stand defiant. In the past, they protected against the invaders. Today, they watch over us as guardians of a vibrant diversity. Valletta is a crossroads of European and Mediterranean art and culture. The Manuel Theatre, one of the 3 oldest working theatres in Europe. The Sacra Infermeria, one of the most famous hospitals in Europe. Now the Mediterranean Conference Centre. The ruins of the Royal Opera House, now Valletta's open-air theatre. Valletta is truly an inspiration. Valletta, Merita Renaissance. A city that, together with its country and its people, has grown to embrace the world. Today, 450-year-old Valletta celebrates its European and Mediterranean vocation through Malta's membership in the European Union. Valletta looks to the future as a vibrant, diverse city. In 2017, Valletta becomes the hub of the presidency of the European Union. And in 2018, it celebrates the European City of Culture. Valletta's identity is its diversity. Merita Renaissance, the exhibition, a voyage through Valletta's defences, urban fabric, its gates, the sacred convent, the seat of government, life in the city, amenities, politics, World War II, change and culture. The National Library of Malta and Fort St. Elmo propose the experience of a city that was once designed to isolate. Today, what Valletta stands for extends far beyond its impressive walls. It is a bulwark of dialogue, diversity and creativity. Valletta, a unique experience, a unique city. The future beckons. Merita Renaissance.